Good morning, folks, and welcome to this episode of Michael's Backyard Marina. Today I'm going to be working on the fenders of my $100 boat project trailer. They got damaged during the trip home because the tires started blowing apart and the tread slung off and curled the fender. I'm going to see if I can straighten it back out because I'd like to put the same size tire back on it that was on it so it can handle some weight, ride better on some soft ground and whatnot. Let's take a quick look at those fenders and see what we can do. Now, as you can see here, that fender's curled under pretty well. That's what that tire did when it blew apart and started hitting on it. It was straight down, just like the front side here. I'm hoping I can straighten it down and return it somewhat to its former glory. Because I kind of like the old squared off ugly fender. See, it did it this side too, and that tire started coming apart. So let's see if we can get them off of here and see if I can straighten them back out. Well, she ain't pretty, but she ain't curled under either, so it's back to sticking out to where it can block some mud for me. We'll get this one mounted back on and get the other one up here. Okay, the other cool thing I learned about this trailer as I take this fender off is it's got a groove right here down the full length of this inner fender that has wiring in it, that you actually lay the wire in that groove, and that's what you run the marker lights with. So I'm gonna go ahead and pre-run some wire while I've got the fender off, because then it's trapped behind the fender, it's protected, and I can go around and wire up my lights once I get my lights on the fenders. Because I plan on putting new, you can see the marker light on here, it's a red one, there's a yellow one up front. I'm gonna go ahead and put new LED lights on there while I've got this thing going. I might as well run the wire while I make it easy for myself. Here's the after shot, folks. Fender's pretty much hanging straight down to possibly even flared out a little bit. Wasn't trying to make it perfect, just trying to make it so it wouldn't rub my tire when I put the regular size tires back on. So it's no longer curled under. Fenders are good, solid, back in shape. Now for these being lightweight aluminum fenders, they're actually pretty strong. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed this video. Fenders are back on, unbent, and ready for marker light here and a marker light here on both sides. I will put 2 more marker lights up front, and this thing will be all lit up, street legal. There is also a triple light back here. Because of the width of this thing, I have to run a triple light, but I'm going to order that as well, and put all LEDs, run new wiring for that. We're just about ready to take this thing on its first little journey, but I'd like to get the lights on it. Would love to get the bigger set of tires on it, but I could do it with this set of tires I've got on it. Not a big deal, but I would love to have a spare with me, which I don't have unless I rob it off of this trailer. As you can see, I've already robbed 1 tire off this trailer here. But we're getting closer, 1 step at a time. Folks, this has been enjoyable, going out here, taking stuff apart, beating on it with a hammer, straightening it back out, putting it back on. Like I said, 1 step closer. I think this is part 7. Part 8, I think will be installing the lights and getting the rest of the marker lights put on, and possibly another set of tires put on it. And then we're ready to rock and roll. The other thing I still need, I'd love to have on this thing, is a tongue jack, which it doesn't have right now. It's just sitting on a log on the front end right now. I'd like to have a tongue jack on it. And then we're ready for another adventure. Stay tuned, folks. Get out there, do something fun. I'll see you on my next video. I hope you enjoy what you've been seeing. We're going to continue to do more stuff like this, unless you tell me you'd like to see other stuff. But this is what I enjoy doing, so that's the only reason I'm doing it, is because I enjoy doing it. We're going to be coming up soon. We're only about 20-some days away from November 1st, maybe. Somewhere in that, we're 30 days away, 30, 26, somewhere like that. We're going to have to winterize the old fat fishing boat. This is the one I've been fishing with all summer. I'm going to winterize that. I'm going to do a detailed video on that again this year. Very, very much success last year on the winterization. Got the boat this year out, put the batteries in, and turned the key over, and by golly, that thing fired up so fast you thought it was just shut off from running and being warmed up. That's how fast it fired up. It was amazing. So the winterization that I've been doing is working, works well. Didn't have to do anything to it all summer other than fish out of it and drive it. I did kill a battery once because I left a fish finder on, but that'll happen. It won't happen again because now I fixed that. So get out there and do something fun. Michael out.